What's up, everybody? It's Thegoal60 here for Thursday, May the 16th, 2019. So yesterday we only had the one game going. It was an official play, and it was with the Rangers. And we needed them to win outright, and they did so for us. So we capped off a really good first half of the week, plus 4 units for us in that system. There wasn't any revenge plays, so nothing there to look at. And then the over-under system only had one play, and it had a winner. So definitely a good week. So far, we need to continue this success, and today we've got a lot of 4-game series starting up. So as far as the RPI system, that obviously that means there's no plays that are official, but I do have a couple 4-game series to go over with you for unofficial plays. No revenge plays, but we do have 4 brand new over-under systems starting up today as well. So like I said yesterday, the Rangers got it done for us. They got the outright win 6-1, so a really good victory for us there to cap off the week and the first half of the week and do really well. Plus 4 units so far this week. Hopefully these series that will be starting up tomorrow will net us some more units as we climb back up that hill and towards profit. Now as far as today, there were 5 4-game series starting up. Only 2 of them actually become unofficial plays. 2 of them actually got eliminated due to RPI, and one of them got eliminated due to price. The 2 that made it, Oakland and Detroit, the Oakland A's are in the bottom 3 at .469, while the Tigers are at .488. Look at the Tigers, it's the run line that you're looking at here at -137, so that's the first unofficial play for the RPI system. The second one is the Twins and the Mariners. The Twins are at .537. The Mariners are at .498. You look at the price on the Twins, they're -121. The Mariners have not been near as well, if I could talk right, here the last probably 4 weeks as they did the first few weeks of the season. So hopefully the Twins can get it done in that series and get us a victory there for the unofficial plays. That's all I've got for the RPI. There are no revenge system plays. There's going to be a lot of 3-game series starting up tomorrow, so I think we'll definitely have several official plays to go with. As far as the RPI or the over-under system, we're going to get into that now. So the first half of the week, we only ended up with one over-under play to go with. And, it wasn't that Milwaukee and Phillies game, and we did cash it. But I think, one of the parameters for the 3-game series in this that we're watching is that neither team can be coming off a divisional game. And over the weekends, you get more divisional games than you do during the week, or at least that's the way it's been the last couple weeks. And I think, obviously that's the reason we didn't have near as many, because we've had like 7, 8, I think one time we even had 10 of these series that we were watching. So this weekend, today we start off with quite a few more. Out of those 5 series, 4 of them did qualify. So the only one that didn't make it was Minnesota and Seattle. And it was looking towards the over with a 2.17 combined differential. You look at the price, it was 9.5. And so obviously that's the parameter that's the top end we won't go with. The others made it. It's interesting that the 2 unders we have are really favorable numbers for us. And the 2 overs we have are not too bad. They're general, in that 7 to 9 range. It's not too bad, pretty standard. So the first one we'll talk about is Pittsburgh and the Padres. The Pirates are at 1.44, the Padres at .06. That's a combined total of 1.5. So you're looking at the over, it's 7.5. So that's a really good number for us. Just get a few bats going like they've had over the past 4 weeks, and we'll be fine there. The next one is another over. Is Oakland and Detroit. Oakland is at -0.04. So that shows you that Detroit is the one pulling this thing up at 1.4. That's a differential of 1.36. So you look at the over, it's 8.5. It is on the higher end there, but it's still not terrible. That's kind of a standard number for these totals. So over for the first 2. The next 2 are both unders. Baltimore and Cleveland. Baltimore is -0.39. Cleveland's -0.3. That's a total of -0.69. So you're looking at the under. The number is 9. So it's really good for us as far as, as long as they don't score more than 8 runs, we're solid. And both of these teams pointing below negative. So obviously over the past 4 weeks, they've played more under ball than they have over. And so hopefully that trend continues for this series and we get an under 9 pretty soon. Toronto and the White Sox, the Blue Jays are at negative 0.54. The White Sox are at 0.83. Combined, that's 0.29. So you look at the under there as well, and it's also 9, so a really good number for us. And like I said, these games, we've got 8 runs to play with. Right now we're winning, and we'll continue to win throughout the game until they hit that number. They have to make them beat us. That's why I enjoy unders so much in baseball and football, because really you're winning the entire time until, and it sounds terrible, but until they beat you. They've got to go out and beat you. They can't, when you've got an over, you're hoping to put up a lot of runs, and until they start doing so, you may go 3 or 4 innings and you're 0-0. When you have the under, you go 3 or 4 innings and you're 0-0, you're extremely happy. So you're winning for most of the time, and hopefully they can continue that and finish off the game. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but I know I've heard that on several podcasts and documentaries and things, so other people think the same way I do on that one. And that's why a lot of professional bettors, especially during football season, are unders and underdogs. And you look at, like I said, they've got to beat you. They have to go out there and get it done. And if they just have an off day of some sort, if one person has an off day, if the pitcher comes out and has a pretty good day and the batters just can't get it going, you've won. It's a lot easier to hit an under than it is an over, in my opinion. Even in this era where we have, the balls are flying out of the park like crazy, I still think that there's value in the under. And as we get deeper in the season, you'll see more of these start to go that way. We've had some, the first couple weeks, we may have had 9 series starting up going into a weekend and only 1 under. And that's because, I'm telling you, these balls are just leaving the park like crazy. And I think it's, but eventually it starts to come back down. Your pitchers start going longer in the games, your starters. And a lot of times that means that, those scores start to easing down towards the mean. And your bullpens will get a little bit better. Bullpens these days are really bad for whatever reason. I don't understand it. These kids are getting paid a lot of money. They've been playing baseball their entire life. I don't understand why they're that bad. And they're in the league. I mean, they're professional athletes. And they're not single A ball, not double, not triple. They're in the league. They're in the show. They're making it happen, and they still can't get, strikes for whatever reason. And I also think part of that is some of these guys being so hard-headed, and, athletes in general are hard-headed, and for good reason, you have to be, but to extent. And I've said this for a long time, when you're needing an out, put it across the plate. Let your guys behind you, let them get you an out. And a lot of times these pitchers try to do it all themselves. They end up throwing it straight down the middle and getting a home run or whatnot. And all they had to do was put it just where the batter could touch it and get it out at first. But they, for whatever reason, they just can't get that through their head, and they end up giving it up a 2, 3, even a grand slam. So with that said, that's all I got today. Hope you have a great Thursday. Let's cash some tickets and move into the weekend. So have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks.
60% of the time, it works every time.